Do I cry too much?
You buff up, start your shields. I'm gonna pop a heal and just
Get a chunk. Don't I make where they're supposed to be.
With saying goodbye, another silence to seal an unfinished fight. The screen illuminates what should be clear, something we've both known for over a year. That night you made the choice. Choice for the both of us. You close your eyes and you let the liquor take you over. 3 shots down.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the game Dang It here, and today I have a PvP build for you for the Arcanist class, specifically for Battlegrounds or 1v1. Going into the character sheet right off the bat, I am an Imperial. Imperial's the way to go with the 6% cost reduction. We also have a cost reduction glyph on the jewelry, which we'll talk about when we go over gear, but the cost reduction is just the way to go on the Arcanist. Even though it has some good passives for mag and stam recovery, the skills tend to cost quite a bit, so offsetting it with some cost reduction is just the way to go. Plus, Imperial gives a good line of health and stamina, which also will help with our shields, which we'll talk about in a little bit since they scale off of max health. For food, we're running the Smoked Bear Haunch, the Lover Mundus for penetration, and of course, Stage 3 Vampire for the Undeath passive. We have 25 points into health and 39 into stamina. I wasn't anything in particular going through my mind when I put in the attribute points. I just wanted to get over 30k health. But you can see we have some good stam recovery. So, even though we're sitting at 22k stam, that's plenty of stam to sustain on this build and keep pressure. So, and in fact, what we could do is I would even probably take points out of stam and try and put some more into health and hit 35 plus K. The reason is because our shields, which is we'll talk about when we go through our skills, our shield skills off of max health, as well as does that little burst heal on it as well. So, I mean, you could even drop this down to 20k stam and still sustain just fine, I think. Checking out the gear on the front bar, we are running dual-wield Draugr maces. Nirnhone with the disease damage enchant on the main hand, and charged with a poison damage enchant on the offhand. Now, you don't need the charge trait here. The reason is because the Arcanist has a passive here called Psijic Lesion, which gives you an increase in status effect chance by 75%. So we already have a huge increase in status effect chance. Plus, we're proccing our status effects from our skills automatically. So running a charge trait on the offense is a little redundant. I would switch this to sharpened. I just haven't had the chance yet. On the back bar, we're running Vatishran's Perfected Ice Staff. We all know what that does. With Escapist Poisons. Escapist Poisons for the win. On the body, we're running 5 Heavy Dragon's Appetite. If you don't know what this does, this increases our damage done to bleeding enemies. How do we proc bleeding? Well, with our skill right here, Rending Slashes. Okay, each weapon causes them to bleed for an additional 17,000 bleed damage over 20 seconds. So we pop them with a Rending Slashes, and that procs our Dragon's Appetite. And this pairs so well with our Draugr on the front bar. We have a one-piece monster helm here. I went with Magma Incarnate just for a little extra recovery. And then we are wearing 1 light piece of Draugr on the body. So we have 5 heavy, 1 medium, and 1 light. Now for the traits, however, you can see I have a lot of reinforced and impen. I would switch this to well-fitted. The reason I'd wear well-fitted is we have some good stam sustain on this. And we're slow. So Darkness is a slower class. We also don't have any movement speed abilities slotted on our bar. So We're not running swift on the jewelry, so the way that we make up with it is just a roll dodge. So, you know, even though we're not moving very quick, or if we're snared, this guy is just murdered everyone. What the hell? So I'd probably go 4 or 5 well fitted, and then maybe 2 reinforced on the body. For our jewelry, we have a Draugr necklace infused with a magic cost reduction glyph. We're running Malakath. Malakath also just, we're not too worried about crit, but this 16% extra damage that it does just plays in really nicely to all the damage we're doing through dots and through our Draugr and through our Dragon's Appetite procs that we get as well. And 1 more Draugr ring. So 2 infused weapon and spell damage glyphs and 1 infused magic cost reduction glyph. Okay, checking out our skills on the front bar, we have Rending Slashes. That's how we proc our Dragon's Appetite. Rune of Colorless Pool. That's our stun. Pragmatic Fate Carver, the Beam. This, you know, when we're fully loaded up with our Crux, this dot will do over 10k damage per second. Rune Blades are spammable, also getting buffed, those 3 hits, also getting buffed by Draugr. And the Tentacle Immobilize ability. Now, a lot of people say that the mag morph of this is better. I disagree. I think you could probably run mag if you are playing a build where maybe you're struggling a little bit with stamp sustain, but we're not with this one. And I just really like that. It feels a little more reliable. I don't know why. It feels like I pull off the Immobilize a little bit more consistently on it. I don't know if there's something with that or not, but it's also a nice little execute as well. And the ultimate, the Tide King's Gaze, this is the one that will follow the player once you cast it. Back bar, Sanctum of the Abyssal Sea, that's our ulti. We're running Elemental Susceptibility, Evolving Rune Mend, Impervious Rune Ward, this is our massive shield. Cruxweaver Armor for our buff, and Recuperative Tree. Champion points on the blue tree, we are running Cleansing Revival, of course. We have Wrathful Strikes, Thaumaturge, and Force of Nature. For the red tree, we are running Celerity for movement speed. We are running Survival Instincts, Fortified, and Boundless Vitality. Now, how to survive on the Arcanist when you're running 2 damage sets is like this. You keep your sustain up and your pressure doing damage on the front bar. If you need to heal and survive on the back bar, you bar swap, and it's, well, obviously you have your buffs up, but it's bar swap. Cast your shield, cast your heal, roll dodge. Cast your shield, cast your heal, roll dodge. Heal, roll dodge. So it's pretty simple. It's just shield, heal, roll, dodge. Now, if you look at the skill, Rune Ward, on the bottom it says you can consume a Crux to heal yourself for 3,400 health per Crux spent. So that's, if you have 3 Crux, we're looking at a 9k burst heal. How do you build Crux? Well, when you're in combat, your heal will build a Crux, plus your, is it Rune Blades? Your spammable will also build Crux. So, it's shield, heal, there's a Crux, spammable, flip back. Shield, heal, spammable. Shield, heal, spammable. And you can do that all day. That is pretty much it for the build. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you. See you guys later.
So yeah, they can hear me talking too on the screen. It's just not you talking to yourself. You did it. Did he just clip you?
No, I
Acting clips.
just beat him.
Oh.
I clipped him. Oh,
He claps and clips. You rolled him up like a rug, packed him up like a lunch.
got his ass.
Nice.
All right. John Travolta.